Hello, I would now like to discuss how to edit the MorningStar monthly calendar templates. Currently I have open the March calendar template. Please note that there are separate files created for each month. Now let's discuss the areas and items that you will be editing with each calendar. Watch the cursor here. I'm going to hover over this top area, which we will have to edit, but please note, as I just discussed, each month is already created, so you should not have to be editing the March or February and the year. I'll just select the correct file for each month. You will be editing up here the MorningStar Senior Living at location. So if I click here, I'm going to backspace. And in this case, I'm just going to add in Littleton. And you'll want to change the descriptor. I'm going to backspace here. And now you'll add in either independent living, assisted living, memory care, reflections, whatever is associated with your specific community. In this case, I'll just type in assisted living. Now, the next area I want to highlight that you will be editing is the special events column. You see if I kind of drag my mouse over here, a little hashed box will show up around special events. I'm going to click my mouse in there and you can see the cursor there. And I'm going to move down here to the bottom right to the zoom in plus symbol and click that a few times. And you can see the special events. You shouldn't really have to edit this. You will be editing this. So right now I just have some placeholder text, and this first item is open house event, and I've got a time. And please note, if we look up here under the home tab, you'll see Georgia 14 point. If you click on the time, it is also Georgia 14 point. It's a good fairly easy to read typeface and size, and so this is a great column for you to add in, say, an open house event or any other event that you'd like to highlight just a little bit above all the other events that you're adding in here for each day of the month. So I'm going to click out of here and I'm going to go back down to the show whole page button, click once, and now before we start adding in any sort of information under a particular day, I want to highlight a little legend we have created down here. There are three separate different color codes that you'll be using. The first being please sign up for activities listed in red. The second is activities listed in blue are entertainers. And the third is activities listed in green are led by a volunteer or outside agency. So when you're adding in your information to these specific days, you can color code your specific event. If it's for an entertainer or something led by an outside agency, you'll want to color it in accordance with the legend down here along the bottom. Now, to add in your individual items and happenings, you can just click once. You'll see this whole box is now highlighted. I'll do that again just so you can see. But you have the cursor here in the first day of the month, and if you don't have a lot of items, I would say just hit return and you can start adding your items below the individual date. If you are going to add enough items that fill up that box, I would just suggest adding a few spaces there to give the date and your activity a little space. Now I'm going to zoom in again here using this plus symbol. Hit this a few times. It should center up eventually, and now you can easily see and type whatever you like. So I'm just going to type in meeting, and up here you'll notice it is Times New Roman. The font size is 12. It's set up as bold. All these things should help the calendar to be a little bit more easy to read. If you wanted to change this to match up with the legend, you can change that by going up here, and you'll see the letter A with an underline, and that underline color will be your color. So right under here under standard colors, I haven't clicked anything, I'm just hovering over here. But you can select red, your green, or your blue. And if you want to select it, just click it once. And there, it's, if I click once more and take the highlighting off that text, you'll see now that is set up as blue. And I can continue typing and say it'll be 9 a.m. and it's still all in blue. You can hit return and delete that. I added in a number that we don't need there. And then you can just start adding in all your information there and the rest. And another quick tip, if you want to move between days, you can use your up, down, left, and right arrows to move throughout the days. So you can do that, like that, kind of move around. Otherwise, you can just click with your mouse as you move through the days to make your edits. And that is the basics on how to edit the MorningStar monthly calendar newsletter template.